always, we're going to be looking for accurate context, good risk management, and always exercising good patience.
Everybody who's traded has gone through periods of time where their strategy hasn't worked.
Where if not a hard stop, you should reevaluate the trades you're in based on time.
That's what we're here for, is to put ourselves in the best success. A trading routine does that, builds that habit, lets you know what to work on, what to reflect on, and what to improve on the next day.
Good afternoon, my future family. It is time for the market reflection. Monday, March the 13th, lucky March 13th. My name is John Hoagland. Thanks for trusting me with your time. I hope you had a good trading day. I hope you were patient. The markets really did, I think, a really good job of finding some sort of balance and taking some of the fear away from the markets. What do we end up here as far as the VIX is concerned? Only up 7%. It was up twice that earlier, down at 26. So we've taken some of the fear out of the marketplace, only to probably put it back in tomorrow during the CPI. The market recovered pretty well today, I thought. The NASDAQ actually closed 93 points higher. The E-mini the S&P down slightly, about one point, and the Dow down 79 points. So the market did a pretty good job of recovery today. Apparently, we didn't have any new bank issues. Again, stocks have seeked balance throughout the day in preparation for the CPI tomorrow. We can take a deep breath at the end of the day today. If you've survived, you've survived. If not, well, there's always tomorrow. Always want to try and trade for tomorrow. And we'll have to see what happens. They're looking for some slightly lower numbers from the CPI numbers. I don't want to go through them one at a time. We'll do that tomorrow morning after they come out. But we still have more information as the week goes on. I mean, retail sales is also tomorrow. That might be something that is going to be in focus. Empire State Manufacturing, business inventories, housing market index, all tomorrow. All Wednesday. EIA petroleum status report is always on Wednesday. Housing starts and permits, jobless claims, Philly Fed on Thursday, and industrial production, really the majors that are still due out, along with misleading indicators. That also might be something that the market is going to pay some attention to. So again, thanks for watching. As always, make sure you hit the lucky like button, share, comment, question, feedback, heckling, and love are always welcome. Good afternoon, Hagel Matters. It's good to see you, Amanda, with a really good and I think an important question. Can you shed wisdom on the delta versus the price today? We were sitting at negative 2,000 near the highs. I was thinking we were going to slows near the high, maybe produce a late spike. Send help, Amanda. Not sure if you were in Make Hogue Money, but when we looked at the March, I was thinking the same thing. I'm thinking, boy, we got a lot of negative delta. We're up near the highs. Seems like there's something else going on here. But looking at the June contract, the delta was more negative than the March contract was positive. So that delta, instead of being a possible indication of longer time frame buyers or short time frame traders getting too short, I think it was more of a function of rollover. And that's something that hadn't dawned on me till later on in the session. So it was a bit of a head fake, if you will, that we had all that negative delta up near the highs and we couldn't put up new highs. Remember, it's rollover. Tomorrow is supposed to be switch day. The volume is already much greater in the June contract than in the March contract. Right now, we've got 2,659,000 in the March contract, 3,427,000 in the June contract. So I will be moving everything into the June contract tomorrow. One of the things about rollover, Amanda, is delta, volume, open interest. It all gets a little bit more blurry and a little bit more difficult to read. Something to kind of remember and take with you as you continue your journey as a trader. Kevin, good afternoon. Anissa, the bottom of that 10 November upside gap, which got tested in late December, early January, saved the S&Ps this morning. That January low, right? That was a CPI day, the first improvement since the October low. When and where is Top Step TV? Top Step TV will be right where you are, and it will be on YouTube, and hoping it starts the beginning of April, if not a couple of days early, trying to get a few things done for it. And hopefully you are going to enjoy it. Looking forward to being there with everybody. Coop, good afternoon. Bill, Kevin, implied rate on the January 24 Fed funds futures plummeted to 3.78. It was at a high of 5.6 last Wednesday. Said those December lows were a rocket ship. Vince, good afternoon. Real Deal Trader had a great day today, up 16 points right off the low. Nice job. Yeah, Kevin, I hope it's going to be something helpful, informative, and fun. Yeah, so what are they going to do with rates next week, Kevin? You know, there was speculation of no change. You got to see what happens with the CPI, see what happens with the numbers coming up, but be a lot of pressure on the Fed to reduce the severity of any interest rate hikes next Wednesday. And that's if nothing else happens. David, it was a tough day, very high volatility, almost not tradable. And a lot of folks say that just about rollover. When the market's in rollover, it gets tough, man. It is tough. Things just don't line up right. We mentioned on the market prep this morning, David, that because the S&Ps and the NASDAQ, because of all the equities are in rollover, there was going to be a little less liquidity and more volatility. So you can see how the market can go too far or not far enough. The market just doesn't seem to act the same way when we're not in rollover, when all the volume is in the front month. It's a big difference, right? So hopefully you didn't get hurt. You got to be here to trade for tomorrow, right? Let's take a look. Crude oil. Big dive, no real acceptance below that weekly kickoff low. No real time or volume really spent below that level. We're still going to be range bound according to the way I look at things. Here's the session. So it's settled above it, big range, big dive. When I think about this time, we were talking on the market prep about the the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, and they were going to be buying around 70. Maybe they did that a little bit of that today. Who knows? But we did take out this point of control. I'll be taking that off. But again, no real acceptance through time below that level. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Here's the TPO chart. So the market opened down there and left. IB low, the low of the session, P-shaped, short covering type profile, which would make sense with the fact that we're kind of coming back into balance. We tend to get a little bit too short at the extremes, and we get out in the opposite direction. We create these. So we'll watch and see what open interest does tomorrow. It is coming into rollover. Again, crude oil is rolling over, so we've got to deal with that. Probably the end of the week is going to be switch day. Here's the S&Ps, which we know are in rollover. Boy, some days you You just see it. This weekly kickoff low, just a great opportunity for traders before the open, after the open. It was really, I thought, the best trade location of the regular trading hours today. This is the December low right here. I'm sorry, the January low. December low is here. January low, December low. We had a nice pullback today. I don't know what's going to happen after this. We do have some other technical things that are pushing price lower or seem to be pushing price lower. We traded 2 weekly kickoff low. A return to it after the open was a wonderful opportunity. Great opportunity for some longs there. Hopefully some of you were able to jump on that. I'm really hoping. You know, these when a weekly kickoff level really works, this is what happens. It doesn't spend any time there and leaves quickly. Here's the TPO chart from today, and looking forward to seeing this. Normal variation trading day, the initial balance, lower extreme of the regular trading hours, almost a P-shaped profile, but the market really found a nice area for balance inside the area of balance from Friday. So the market really, I think, preparing for the CPI numbers tomorrow. Here's the NASI continuing to present as stronger. Okay.
Just have her call me
Sure.
with the paint and stuff.
Okay.
All right, cool. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. See ya.
All right, see you in the morning.
So,
Shut up the garage too.
okay. It's a friend of mine. Where's the December low here or the January low here? It's all the way here. We're a long ways. I mean, if you're a NASDAQ investor, you're glad that there's no real banks as part of the NASDAQ. Here's the 30-minute chart. Again, just kind of back into an accepting balance from Friday. Here's the TPO chart. P-shaped, short covering. Open interest tomorrow is going to be kind of moot. Gold, what a move in gold. Wow. This was a doozy, even bigger, I think, in silver. But we have broken structure downside. We've broken structure from balance. We've got space to the upside. The dollar continues to present as weak. Nothing says this market can't continue this push to the upside. Very kind of a narrower daytime frame range here. Here's 12 o'clock. There's the correct gap not closed. We look for opportunities in the direction of the gap. Let's take a look at the 10-year now. A lot of pressure on rates now. Look what happens. Boy, oh boy, we've got a really, really big market state break here. Volume, tremendous. Open interest. We'll see tomorrow. Went through a few visuals. Once we got up through the weekly kickoff low, it became support. Lacey, come here, girl. Come here, girl. Good girl. Good girl. And TPOs. Oops. Here we go. Huh. Balance. New place to facilitate trade. Excess on both sides. Gap. IB high. What about the natural gas? What happened here today? Well, we got a nice little bounce. Back into range from last week. Last week's low supportive. 30-minute chart. Pow. And not even Powell. Right back into balance. TPO chart. P-shaped. Shorts. Weak low. Excess. P-shape. Short covering. I'm looking forward to seeing how these markets look tomorrow morning. I'm sure you all are. Today is Neil Sedaka's birthday. If you remember Neil Sedaka, you may be as old as I am. We have, on this day in 1964, Billboard reported that sales of the Beatles singles currently accounted for 60% of the U.S. singles market. The Beatles album, Meet the Beatles, had reached a record 3.5 million copies sold. 1965, on this date, if you're a Yardbirds fan, Eric Clapton quit on this date in 1965. He wanted to continue in a blues-type vein, but the band preferred a more commercial style of their first hit, For Your Love. In 1993, Eric Clapton started a 3-week run at number 1 on the U.S. album chart with Unplugged. It remains the most successful and best-selling live album ever, winning 2 Grammy Awards. It's all about Eric Clapton today. Yes, Jeff Beck was there, and boy, do I miss Jeff. All right, folks. Well, let's get some rest. It's only Monday, and remember, we've got 4 more days this week, but I only have 3. I will be off on Friday. We have our good friend JD, the Dancing Bear. John Doherty's going to be doing the market prep for me on Friday. He's looking forward to seeing you all, and I know you will all enjoy seeing JD. And other than that, you'll see me tomorrow morning. We've got Make Hogue Money right after the market prep. So we will see you in the morning. Get some rest. Looks like another challenging trading day tomorrow, but again, aren't they all? Pray for peace. We'll see you soon.